to the field. From the ice to the turf, we'll break it down. Discussing every win and every loss in town. We'll talk about the Canucks and the Lions. We are your irrational fans. We are your irrational fans.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 130 of the Hughes Sports Podcast. I am your host, Jake Hughes, alongside the old man. Old man, how the hell are you doing today?
I am doing good. I am wound up. I'm ready to go. I will try my best not to swear.
I have a feeling that will be broken very quickly. Just my personal opinion, just my feelings of what we're going to be talking about today.
Okay.
But before
you just
talk about
be you.
Before we talk about everything, let's introduce the podcast. I've realized something listening back to our few podcasts.
Yeah.
We don't talk about who we are, what we are, and what the show is about. We just jump into things because we're so irrational and we just want to jump to things.
And we have fun.
Yeah. But my name is Jake. This is the old man. We are dubbed irrational fans of the BC Lions, the Vancouver Canucks, and we also talk about the CFL in general that we are sometimes irrational about.
We are always irrational about.
No, when it comes to the rest of the CFL, when it comes to 8 out of 9 teams, we're very rational.
You think so? You think that's rational?
I think so.
I think you need help.
Well, I didn't say we weren't diehards and what some people might call numpties.
Numpties, ouch.
But we love the game, and we're going to support it the best we can, despite not being able to support it the way we want to all the time.
Sorry, I was promoting our show. That's what I was doing, folks, because we don't have producers. Believe it or not, I didn't move the vacuum. You believe it or not, this is it for us.
I've also got a lovely reflection right here that I just keep staring at, and it's driving me nuts. But
that Canucks 1970 is crooked, and it's making me mental.
Or is the camera crooked? We'll never know.
Well, no, because the rest of them are pretty straight. It's that thing is crooked.
Well, it's going to move because I can't have it there because it's just going to constantly give me the reflection. I've tried moving the camera around. I tried for like 20 minutes today, but it's fine.
That's awesome.
It's fine. Let's talk about, before we get into some ranting and ramblings of the old man, let's talk about something good and happy.
What ranting and raving? I don't rant and rave.
We'll get to it later. Don't you worry. But yesterday was the kickoff to the Jake Milford charity golf tournament down in Vancouver.
Oh, okay.
This is the unofficial kickoff to Canucks training camp.
I was like, are we talking golf now?
No, we are not talking golf.
It hasn't been on our meetings.
This was not part of the meeting. Don't worry.
Okay.
But the players actually spoke in some official capacity to media.
Yeah, we have some clips I hear.
Yes, we have some clips. I got some pieces together. Did you see any of the media availability?
I did. I watched Brock Besser talking.
Perfect. Well, that's perfect timing because that's who I wanted to tee up first. Give me 1 second here.
Why don't you tee those up?
I am teeing it up. I'm bringing it up here. Oh, I don't want to be the center of attention.
Why? Yeah, that'd be unique.
Whoop. There we go. Perfect. So, it might be quiet, but the question will come through here from the reporter and Brock's answer.
Feels like a lot's going to hinge on Demers' health. And this time last year, obviously, he wasn't part of the group. How's he look just in informal states?
He looks pretty good. I'm just so happy that he had a full summer of being healthy, and he's already back, and he's been back for a bit, and I haven't scored many on him, so he looks good out there.
And what are your thoughts on your new coach?
Footy, yeah, he's great. He's such a detailed guy, and he's a guy that can connect with the players well, and he has the last few seasons. So, I think he's going to be great for us.
Brock, a lot of
Short clip there from Brock that I wanted to get into because touched on two big things that we've been talking about a lot this offseason.
Which was?
Demko being back healthy and Brock saying in informal skates he's looking good. Of course, a teammate's going to say that.
Yeah, of course. But
Or
still.
a good teammate's going to say that.
Yes.
But
it's good to hear. I mean, let's go.
Yes. And then
I'm trying to get excited about this year. So give me anything to get me excited. Anything. I don't care what it is. Give me anything that I can get excited about, and I will.
yeah. I mean, we're rational fans. We are going to want to cheer this team on this year.
Yes.
And what we don't want is a repeat of last year where we had super high hopes and they were crushed. Something that dawned on me listening to Harrison Price, believe it was yesterday, a couple days on Thursday. I can't remember when it was. Either way, they were talking and they wanted us to remember, or I guess highlight the fact that the Canucks were only 2 points out of a playoff position last year. We talk about it being a giant disappointing year. But being 2 points out of the playoffs for a team that's been pretty miserable for the last decade and had one good season is something we should really be proud of.
No.
And we did it.
No.
We did it without Demko and without the guy we'll be hearing from next, who has had a fully healthy summer, got married this offseason, and has put on some weight. That is the one, Elias, I believe it's Elias Pettersson.
One of the Petterssons. One of the many.
A lot of questions about your health and well-being. Just a general thought on where you are as you hit the ground running this year?
Yeah, well, I added 6 kilos, so you can add that to whatever headline.
How do you think that's going to help you?
No, jokes aside, no, I feel good. It's been a long summer, so I just tried to add some muscles and be ready to be myself again out there, and I feel confidence that I will.
with the early skates, are you feeling more like yourself?
Yeah, I feel good. It's been I had a long summer of training, and so it's been good.
So that's what I really wanted to highlight there was
Long summer of training.
long summer of training. Put on, sorry, I said 6 pounds. He put on 6 kilos.
Which is how many pounds is that? For
2.2. 2.2.
2.2.
So 12,
That's a lot of
13,
weight.
14 pounds of muscle.
I'm hoping that's muscle and not fat.
I mean, looking at him, just his face, I don't think that there's an ounce of fat on the guy. Trying to joke around with media has never been PD's strong point.
No, it's not. And speaking of joking around on media, I don't know who Aircore is, but I love this comment. The team has a coach waving a white flag outside the stadium. That symbolizes the franchise. You know what? As much as I want to tell him to go F himself, that's freaking hilarious. Aircore, whoever the hell you are, I hate when people don't have their real names and they hide behind a nickname online, like Old Man.
I was going to say, we go by Hughes Sports Podcast. What are you talking about?
Aircore, nice one. That was probably the funniest freaking job I've seen in a long, long, long time. Good job. Keep it up. We're just going to say hi to people. We're going to say hi to Dee, hi to Charlie, hi to Nancy, and I already said Aircore. If
Perfect.
you're listening, chime in and tell us where you're listening from. Go ahead, Jake. Sorry.
And what got you here? How'd you find us?
Yes, please, because that really helps us. Then we can we know where to promote more. And while you're at it, push that like button. Damn it, we like the likes. It doesn't cost
like the
anything.
likes.
It's free, folks. Free. I like free. I'm old.
Yes. So, other than Petey not really nailing the humor side of things with J-Pat there, talking about how he's feeling confident, he's feeling more like himself. Again, it's so hard to say because, again, it's early skates. You can have the greatest of hype around the offseason, but even seeing him just standing there, he seems less agitated than he did last year. And maybe
still,
just as things wore on him.
Still awkward. He's not a media guy. We all know that. He hates talking to the media. It reminds me of Nathan Rourke on the BC Lions. He hates talking to the media, but it's something that he's learning that he has to do. Same with Petey. And let's remember, English isn't his first language. It's a language he's learned as an adult, and he's still getting comfortable. Yeah, he learned it younger, I know, but he never used it as much as he has as an adult. I like it. Again, give me any reason to get excited about this team, and I'm going to put the jersey on, and I'm going to be their biggest irrational cheering fan. Because, folks, when we talk about the CFL, we cover all of the CFL. We try to watch all the games until they put 3 games on a Saturday when some of us have to work on Saturdays. But with the NHL, it's just the Canucks. That's all we do. We're experts because that's all we do.
I wouldn't go experts.
Okay, well, we kind
of.
And
the only reason I'm pulling your expert title off on this one is because the next player that we're going to be hearing from is your favorite player on the team. He's also the tallest player on the team, the one, the only, Tyler Myers, and he's going to be sharing his thoughts on Evander Kane joining the team.
Talking about additions, you're the one guy on this team that's played with Evander Kane before. So, what can you tell us about those experiences and what you expect him to bring to the team this year?
Yeah, I think Kaner's going to help us a lot. He brings a lot to a group. Big power forward. The times that I've had with him when we were younger, playing against him, wasn't that fun. And playing with him at World Juniors, things like World Juniors and Worlds, I know what he can bring, and I think he's exactly some of the things that we were lacking a little bit of, and I think he's going to step in and be great for us.
So again, just little bits and pieces that this team, and it was early on in Tyler Myers' interview. I didn't want to play it all because combined it would have been 3/4 of what we try to stick to in that hour. But Myers talked about how it's nice, both Myers and Brock talked about how it's nice to be able to run it back with very similar group, not losing a lot of the pieces and having that chemistry that you've already found with people.
Yeah, that's important.
It's important, but I also think it shows that the potential locker room issues from the more senior guys on the team might not be there.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yep.
Like the locker room leaders are like, hey, we like the fact that we're coming back with most of the same guys. We have a chance to win with this group. And we're adding Kaner, as Myers called him, to the team, and he thinks he's able to step up.
Could you hear me when I talked? I wasn't sure.
Yes, we could.
Good, because that was funny. Caners, I like that one.
That's what they do with everyone.
So
an ER to the end of a name.
Just to dip into the comment section, because that's my job, to dip into the comments. Aircore, he found us off the Rod Peterson show. Right on. That's awesome. I am going to be a guest host on the Rod Peterson show, both Thursday and Friday. So if you're around at 10 o'clock Mountain Time, noon Eastern, 10 o'clock, yeah, that makes sense.
He knows
Eastern, tune in and you'll hear. I don't go by the old man when I'm on that show. Rod usually refers to me as What does he refer to me as?
Well, I can't say what he normally refers to you as off the show, but on the show he calls you Kevin the Medium.
Kevin the Medium. It's funny because I look down at the time and I'm like, Rod hasn't checked in. Rod's probably in bed because he's gone back to Florida, so it's 9:15 there.
Oh,
so
he's fast asleep.
he's fast sleeping. This you, Rod.
Yeah, just kind of want to highlight, we're going to be starting talking a lot more hockey. I think we'll need to discuss it, but I think the thought process go back to what we did last year and talk hockey for the first half hour or so, talk CFL for the last half hour. That way it's easy segments for people to be able to, if they're not a hockey fan, jump through, and if they're only a hockey fan, know when to jump out.
Exactly. And obviously when we get closer, Jake and I are trying our hardest, and I really mean trying our hardest, to try to get media accreditation for the Grey Cup in Winnipeg. And if we get that, well, we'll change everything up because we're going to be doing live shows for probably 2 hours a day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday of the Grey Cup. It'll be during the afternoon. I would think we would do our shows, but that will all get discussed. And hopefully, keep your fingers crossed. You know the best way you guys can help us? By sharing this show. Share the living bejesus out of it. Get it everywhere. So when we do apply and the CFL tries to click on HSP, they see it everywhere.
And sorry, jumping into the comments, which normally you do.
Yes.
Before we jump out of the hockey talk here, Charlie wrote in, I know Myers loves Winnipeg. I think a hospital there saved his wife or child when he was there. It was his child. His child was born with a learning disability of some sort, and I don't know exactly what. He's pretty private about it.
Yes.
The reason he has been as loyal as he has to the Canucks, and the Canucks have been loyal to him, is because his kids' doctors are based out of Vancouver. And that's why the most recent deal that Myers took, it was quite a bit less than what his market value would have been elsewhere, including probably in Winnipeg, is just because he wants to be close to his kids and close to his doctors. So, but yeah, Myers is universally loved around the league, except for when he makes mistakes.
And we call him the Chaos Giraffe.
Hey, he is the Chaos Giraffe.
Yes. So we have 56 people watching on X. So we need to X for some reason. Oh, I was checking something and it doesn't show viewers, but we can see comments when people comment on when you're on Twitter or X. You can comment. We will see your comments. Ted Scott, you poo head. How the hell are you, buddy? Why do I need a bodyguard?
For the Grey Cup.
Oh, for the Grey Cup. Yes, I might, because the Smurf Mafia probably has a hit out on me.
Yeah.
Too funny.
Perfect. Anything else in the world of hockey before we jump into some football news? I'm going to leave it as generic football news because we're stepping out of the world of CFL for the first story here.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I mean, get me excited about hockey. That's all
We're getting there. We're getting there.
I think September 21st is the first preseason game I thought I saw, or something like that.
Yeah. The summer showcase, so like the young talent, the young guys are starting camp, I think, tomorrow.
Nice.
And full training camp starts on the 17th. First preseason game, let me double check that is correct. I believe you are correct, though, is that it is the 21st.
Say it again. Say it.
You are correct. The first one is against the Kraken in Seattle.
Nice. Ted says he'll come and be my bodyguard in Winnipeg. Ted, the day I trust you to be my bodyguard, I'll have poo everywhere. Inside joke, folk. Inside joke.
So let's swap topics into the world of football, because there's some big news out of the NFL / CFL.
Is there really?
I think there is. So let's talk about it. So Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment, who own clearly the Maple Leafs, but also own Toronto Football Club, the Marlies, and the Toronto Argonauts. Partnered with the Buffalo Bills. It was announced today with the president of, or the chief operating officer for the Bills, and the president, Keith Pelly of MLSE. The partnership, in their words, is to build connections with Canadian football fans via MLSE's sports teams, who include youth camps with the Argos, apparel collaborations, and watch parties at select games involving MLSE's sports entities. Pete, I think his name is Jueli, said there's also a day where he sees the Buffalo Bills return to Toronto to play an NFL team.
It's not the first time it's happened, folks. Like, why are people getting so worked up about this?
So from 2008 to 2013, the Bills played 5 regular season games and 2 preseason games.
Exactly.
In Toronto.
Yes.
I believe all of them, except for the preseason games, were always after the CFL season. Obviously, the preseason games are during the preseason, so when the CFL season runs. But
exactly.
Luke Wilson put out a very pointed tweet about this. He
did, and of course I commented on it, trying to get Luke to come on our show. And I know you watch our show because everybody watches our show. Luke, come be with us. Join us. We'll sing Kumbaya, and the CFL will all be better again. No, I don't know about that. But in all honesty, come on the show, Luke. We would love to have you. Open invitation any week.
Yeah, Luke Wilson kind of went off on a Luke Wilson-esque rant about it.
You think?
I'm not going to read it all because it's literally basically an article, like an editorial article that he wrote.
Give us the synopsis of what he says.
There's a paragraph into his second paragraph summarizes his points. The numpties have no one to blame but themselves. They've lied about the product. They've pushed everyone out. They've bullied who even raises an eyebrow at any part of the league. That's his basic point, is that the MLSE is spending more time and money to make this partnership happen with the Bills and spend their time promoting the NFL than it will promote the CFL.
Oh, 100%.
So it's a marketing issue for the league and the game. Just had one of the biggest ownership groups decide that it's not worth it to market the game versus a game that they have no skin in.
But let's look. We live in Calgary, obviously. We're huge BC Lions fans, but we live in Calgary. Let's look at CSIC, Calgary Sports and Entertainment Corporation.
I don't know if I can talk about those guys legally.
Well, we will. What do they do to promote their team, the Calgary Stampeders? Very little. They've
done and I will give them this because over the last few years, I would 100% agree. Basically, since COVID, it's been non-existent. This year they've done a lot better of a job at. Sure, it's cheap marketing, but at least they're doing something.
They wouldn't do anything if it wasn't for the fact they have probably one of the best presidents. And I don't just say that because he came on our show, but he did come on our show. And so he is by far the best president in the CFL. And he's the one who put all that together. He was the one that got it going for bringing in Michael. Who was it? Brett Michaels.
Brett Michaels.
I had the Michaels right. Brett Michaels come in and play. So, yeah, MLSE is just a little bit bigger than CSIC. But until we have, this is my thought. Until we have individual owners or sole owners of every team in this damn league, we're not going to get they're not going to do what Omar Doman is doing in BC. They're not going to do what they're doing in Montreal, or Winnipeg, or Saskatchewan, or up in Edmonton. Look what happened in Edmonton. the lower bowl was almost full for a Labor Day Classic rematch. We haven't seen that in a long, I'm going to say probably 10 years.
But if you, and to give defense to Calgary, because you were ragging on them a little bit, they did have a virtual sellout for the Labor Day Classic.
They've had at least two, we'll call them two sellouts now for this season, which is huge for them.
Yes. But I think that has to do with their marketing.
Yes.
Again, I think the problem is there's not enough money in it for them, for each team to have their own marketing teams.
Well, especially when you own 4 other teams, you're not going to spend the money on the team that brings in the least amount of money. And I would think the Flames bottom line brings in less than probably any other of the teams they own.
Oh, I think the
Stamps, I mean.
Yeah, I think I think the Roughnecks would be close.
Yeah, I bet you the Roughnecks probably bottom line, they probably bring in more money.
It's hard to say.
See that. I would love to see that. I think that would be a good one. But let's go back to Luke's rant. Look how many people retweeted it, commented on it. He got people talking again.
Just looking at the views, just so everyone knows, it's 35.9 thousand views.
In a couple
this was
hours.
This was posted almost 6 hours ago on the dot.
Right. Marketing machine. Luke Wilson is a effing marketing machine. He knows what he's doing. He has a purpose. He has a plan. He doesn't just tweet for the sake of tweeting. He's not a orange guy down in the States. He literally tweets for a purpose, and it works. We're all talking about it. So I say, keep it up, Luke. The only thing you got to change up is come on our show.
And we've talked about it here before. What is the NFL?
It's a marketing machine.
It is a 24/7, 365, no days off, no sleep marketing machine.
It's funny. I went down the rabbit hole of I started watching the Mr. Beast videos for the first time. I've heard of them and I know of them, but
why? You're like 50 years out of the range of people who start watching Mr. Beast videos.
Because it just fascinates me. And then I went down the rabbit hole of how this all started. And the kid was 11 years old and got obsessed with YouTube.
Yeah.
His first video ever put out on YouTube had 20,000 views. And then it died and he was getting no views. And he literally did nothing from the time he was 13 on. And I know I was, that's why I had to pause. Mr. Rod Peterson, it's 9:30. What are you doing awake, young fella? I'm impressed. I'm honored. I'm impressed that you stayed up for us. So Mr. Beast is killing it. Why? Because he's a marketing genius.
Yeah, there have been don't get me wrong, there's a lot of the dark side of Mr. Beast and a lot of issues.
There's the dark side of the NFL, Jake. There's the dark side of the NHL. There's the dark side of the ring.
That's what I was just going to say. That is when you get that big, especially when how old is he right now? I think he's younger than me.
Oh yeah. I think he's in his 20s, isn't he?
He's 27.
Yeah.
So when you get that popular that fast, that's what's going to happen. You're going to make mistakes.
Yes.
And there's going to be issues with things that you do, but the same with every big company.
It's not going to change it.
The problem is the CFL, I don't think, has that mindset because the season goes on. It's done in November. Grey Cup's handed out in November. They go dark December, January, February, March. April, you might start hearing about the draft and some potential people coming up to the CFL from the college ranks.
Yeah.
May, you might get some training camp news. June is when the media starts, like the CFL media machine starts to pick back up again because the games are starting middle of June.
Yes. Now, this is the quote, and
Yes.
thanks to Aircore for bringing it up. This is the quote that kind of got my attention real fast. Is in the next few years, the CFL will be extremely different looking. Aircore, who apparently his real name is Eric. I don't know how old you are, but they call me an old man because I'm an old man. I've been watching the CFL since I can remember. So I'm going to say since the 70s, when I was 6. So I can kind of remember that. It was when I was 20. Things get blurry. But if I had $1 for every time I heard, "Oh, the CFL's done. The CFL's going to go 4 downs. Oh, the CFL's going to become a farm league for the NFL. Oh, the CFL's done." You know how much money I would have? I would literally be a millionaire. So does he know something we don't know? Come on the show, Luke. If not our show, then Rod Peterson has put out an open invitation to you as well. Come on a national show. We're a national show. People watch us from coast to coast. Rod Peterson is a multinational show. He's watched in the States, all over Canada, and probably elsewhere. And back it up. What do you know? Don't throw out comments like, "Oh, I think in a few years the CFL is going to look different." Cool. How? Don't just throw that shit out there. That's bullshit. Oh, fuck. I did it again, Jake. I swore.
We're going to swap that to the other ear now that my eardrum and everyone else's eardrums are blown out. Eric does bring up a good point here. He works for TSN. The commissioner was at TSN.
Yes.
There could be a lot of, again, it's very easy for him to say things will look different. How is it going to look different? Is it, again, I think the smartest thing for the CFL, and I think it's going to be the thing that's talked about the least, is to start your season right after the Super Bowl.
In January.
Yeah. February.
And probably March. Yeah, I could see March or April.
Go Super Bowl Sunday. CFL kickoff the week after.
I don't like that idea.
Three reasons. One, if you get onto a television provider down in the States that already carries sports, this carries the NFL on Sundays, instantly you've got that, hey, if you're interested in still watching football, as we know a lot of fans are in the States, we've got the CFL. Start watching it. 2, you've got players who didn't make it in the NFL, tried all year, couldn't make it. Okay, cool. Go to play in the CFL. When the NFL season starts, we'll call you up. Turn the CFL into a feeder league for the NFL. Don't change the rules. Don't change the rules to the CFL. Keep the CFL the same rules. But why not? Why are you trying to compete with the biggest? It would literally be like, and I'm going to put this in terms that you and other wrestling fans can understand. It'd be like if AEW came out and on day 1 said, we're going to go Monday nights against Raw.
Are you done?
No.
Are you done with your freaking stupidity? What are you forgetting that is happening in January, February, March, April, May?
Hockey?
Hockey?
Oh, okay. So your early part of the season is marred by hockey. Is that better or worse than being marred by your playoffs and your last half of the season being marred by hockey?
You think the Lions will get any coverage once the Canucks start up?
Yeah, okay, so then why talk about the
Do
Canucks?
you think
Why
it's
talk
bad
about-
in Toronto now? Think about it.
Why talk about the Lions now then?
Because there's no hockey.
Okay, so in 2 weeks when training camp starts, no one's going to be talking about the Lions? Lions are just going to fade.
Go down to Vancouver and turn on any talk show in Vancouver, and there's no Lions talk.
Yes, there's a reason why Sekeres and Price was one of the reasons I've started listening to them is because they do cover other sports.
Yes.
But
so to run up against the hockey playoffs,
okay,
is dumb.
So you'd rather your playoffs get buried by the NHL rather than having your playoffs in the summer when literally 99% of your facilities are outdoors. You could have the Grey Cup done in beautiful weather when people already have time off. Yeah, God forbid. We still get the weather games in February and March.
Folks, this is why I have to drink. It's only water, folks. It's only water.
To me, this is the easiest thing to fix.
To me, this is the silliest thing you've said in months and months and months and months. Silliest.
You do realize
if you would have told me you were going to say this, I would have said, no, you're not allowed because you sound like you are I can't say the word.
Like I am.
Nope. You'll get mad if I say the word.
What word were you going to say? I have no idea what you're going to say. I can't trust him to not say the word. I had to put him in timeout. This is for the censor. This is for the Canadian censors, for Facebook, for all media. That was close. I can't believe you almost said. I can't believe you almost said that word.
I was gonna say the word, Jake.
This is
the
why
word every episode. What's the one word that you give me crap for?
This is why we're on a 30-second delay going out to media.
IQ deficient. That's what you are. You're IQ deficient.
Talking about IQ deficiencies. Let's talk about this Lions game. Oh, sorry. We do have a comment from someone about the toucan. It just says the toucan.
The toucan took a holiday. He's not here today.
Oh wow! Classic mascot moves. It's like going to the. It's like going to Rogers Place and not seeing Finn.
Yeah.
He just takes vacations.
Yeah. See, Eric, or you're right. Jake, I have to apologize. Eric's the first time you're watching the show, and I apologize. Usually Jake comes up with way better takes than that. Whew. Are we going to talk about the CFL, the week that was?
The week that was in the CFL. Let's talk about it because I feel like the old man's blood pressure is going to get raised even more than what I just raised it by because our BC Lions go into Ottawa. And it was just a total and complete collapse by the Lions. I can say I fell asleep because I am started a new job. Right now I'm working at 5:00 in the morning. I went to bed, turned on the radio, and the score was 16 to 33 to 16. And I was like, okay, 30 to 16, whatever it was. And I was like, okay, I'm comfortable enough that I can go to bed.
When was that?
In the fourth quarter?
It was in the fourth quarter. You have a team that has only won 3 freaking games. 1, 2, 3. You have them down. They're down. They're choking on their own spit. They're foaming at the mouth. They're done. All you got to do is finish. So, folks, I didn't get to watch the game. I was driving back from Maple Creek, Saskatchewan. So I had the absolute privilege, and I have to tell you first, the absolute privilege of listening to the game from CKNW out of Vancouver with Moj and
Giulio Caravetta,
the friend of our show, Giulio Caravetta, and Bob Mahalovic. I can never say his last name.
the Moj.
The Moj.
Bob
Oh my
Marjanovic.
God, they're so much fun. If you're a Lions fan, don't listen if you're not a Lions fan because you'll think they're nuts. But if you're a Lions fan, you think we're irrational? Holy crap and doodles. I am going to listen to the radio for the rest of the season because I had more fun driving home that 4 hours, listening to the pregame and then the show, then the game itself, to the point where I was hysterically laughing at some of the comments Julio would throw out there. And he would get so mad at the refs. And then there was a fire. There was literally a fire on the roof above them. There was killer moths. It was just one of those games where it was so much fun to listen to until the end of the game.
So before we talk about the end of the game, there's two things I want to touch on. One, wouldn't it be great if you could, say as TSN, have like radio coverage and be able to simulcast the game so you can have your national broadcasts and then charge someone like us who'd probably pay an extra $5 a month to be able to listen to and watch the game and listen to your biased radio coverage of it.
Oh, it would be awesome. I would pay it. I would pay I'd pay $10 a month to do that, to be honest.
Right?
And I bet you fans in Winnipeg, fans in Saskatchewan, probably Edmonton, Calgary. I don't know how good that would go over, but I'm sure they would, right? Why wouldn't they?
Like I know personally, I like listening to the radio broadcasts.
Yes.
Because they're going to be biased towards their team, which is what they're supposed to do.
Yes.
National broadcasters should be unbiased. I'm looking at you, Dustin Nielsen. Unbiased. Whether you're an Edmonton fan or a Bomber fan, Nielsen, you're clearly both. Unbiased. You're a national broadcaster. Go watch an NFL game. You know who gets excited? No one. They'll get excited for a play.
Yes.
And then they'll calm down.
But they get excited for a play. Like they just get excited for a good football play. Unlike certain TSN announcers that get excited about everything. But back to this game.
No, so the second thing I want to talk about this game, and I've got a video here and I want to show it.
Okay, show it. I don't know which video it is.
This is in the third quarter of this game. 13-3, Lions lead. And this is the penalty turnover play that I lost my mind on.
He did lose his mind. He was tweeting.
Let me bring this up.
He's bringing it up, folks.
Perfect. Here we go. So let's get that down. You'll see here, the play's already in motion, but you'll see right here. Oh, you can't see my mouse, can you?
No.
There we go.
Right
here is the players in question. So we'll roll it here.
Looks to the air, into the wind, and this one double caught and then dropped. And was it intercepted? Keon Hatcher tried to hang on to it. Lucas Cormier flew out.
Okay, so there is going to be a replay here.
And a flag comes down as well.
Beautiful play by the Redblacks player there to catch
to intercept that. That was amazing.
Yeah.
And Bob Dice already hands on the challenge flag there. Justin McInnes is the referee.
Where's the replay?
God, it drives me nuts how long it takes in between plays sometimes.
And
So they'll highlight it, but it's right here.
Yeah.
Contact to player 19. Who initiates the contact? Please just tell me that.
Okay, the ball's at the 6.
Crowd and Cormier
Who initiates
by his
contact?
teammates.
Well, he did. 19th initiated contact.
So, the flag on that play is illegal blocking downfield on McInnes. It's reviewed. Because you can't review a penalty that's already been called but you can review something else to try to get them to look at something and say, no, that should have been
Yes.
illegal
If
contact.
they
on a
look at the
receiver.
whole play.
Correct. So I asked you, someone who hadn't seen the play, obviously. You mentioned you were driving. Clearly, it looks like 19 makes contact,
Yes.
and McInnes pushes off to create separation.
Yes.
As a receiver, you're told if someone's touching you, create separation because they're going to pull the jersey, and
Yeah.
that's going to, as a referee, if I see someone's jersey go like this, 10 yards downfield, I'm throwing my flag and processing it as that happens.
Exactly.
The fact that this was reviewed and the play stood as a good interception is the ineptitude of this instant replay center.
It's
Because they slowed down the game and they missed something as simple as that.
And not only like they didn't just take a minute to review this, folks. This was reviewed for a long time. Like there was a long delay, long enough for I'm sure Moj and I'm sure Caravetta both got fined because they went off. They were mad. I mean, we go back to Jake Ireland in the booth, and the replaying. It's like, holy crap! Get this old man out of here.
So
I'll
give them
worse.
this. I will give them that during the first few years of the instant replay. It was a new technology to the league at the time.
Yes.
This has been around for 20 years.
How you screwed this up that bad and nobody fired over it is amazing. If you screwed up that bad at work, well, first people die and you get fired.
100%.
Right? I don't get fired because they can't fire me. I sell RVs.
You sold them the wrong RV.
No, it's just asinine. And I mean, we've just picked on one. There was so many. And again, listening to biased, I'll give them biased, irrational. And they fit in with you and I and them sitting in a booth together. We would have so much fun. But it's just so bad. All sports have misplays. Yes, they do, Eric. You're correct. Even the mighty NFL gets it wrong sometimes. Not this blatant. Sorry, but this one pissed me off.
The problem with the NFL does get it that wrong too. Don't get me wrong.
But
they do.
This is not why the BC Lions lost this freaking game.
No, but in my opinion, and I mentioned it to you that the next morning, it's not the reason they lost. Because as we've talked about here, the famous Wally Buono quote, don't put yourself in a position where the refs can affect the game. That swung the momentum. From that point on, it was panic mode from the Lions because obviously the Redblacks scored there. They get the ball on the 4-yard line.
Yes. Now, do we want to talk about why we lost? Do we want to hear it?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Second down conversions with between 4 and 6 yards. We had 9 attempts. We converted 3 times.
So 33%.
Second down conversions, 7+ yards. We converted once. No, sorry. We had 11 attempts.
Yeah. 3.
For a pathetic 33%. Calm. You look at second down conversion, 7+ yards for the Redbacks. They had 4. Second down conversions. No, sorry, red zones. Red zones. I've said it 100 times. You get that ball inside the 20-yard line, that's considered the red zone, folks. And for those who don't know football well enough, if you're inside that 20-yard line, you've got to score touchdowns. We went 2-1. Guess what? The Redblacks went 4 for 4. Every time they got the ball inside that 20, they scored a touchdown.
It's almost like our defensive scheme allows little passes and to avoid the deep ball.
I mean, you look at our offensive output, 21 first downs compared to the Redblacks 23. 284 yards passing compared to their 301. Not the greatest outing for Mr. Rourke by any stretch. None. 80% only. Efficiency rate, 69%. Not great, 69%. Yeah, I'm not impressed.
Nope.
When you score 33 points, 9 times out of 10, you better win that game.
Yes.
And you know what? The last 2 games, Toronto, we should have won. The Redblacks, we should have won. Now look at us. We're literally going to end up in last place here. We're going to be out of the playoff. Edmonton's going to overtake us. Edmonton's going to get the crossover, and we're going to be sitting at home with our fingers up our.
Let's breathe for a second, because we'll talk about it later. But there's actually a journey where the Lions finish 3rd, the Elks get the crossover, and the Bombers don't make the playoffs.
Yep.
It's
if
a very
the Lions
real.
Get their heads out of their butts.
So my thing is 2 games in a row now where our defense has failed us to the X degree. The only thing you can blame this loss on is the defense. How have you not fired someone? Well, I get that there's a player cap or a salary cap for coaches, and that might be what's hamstringing the organization.
100%.
Because if you fire Benavides, you have to fire Ryan Phillips. It's not like you can fire Benny and bring up Phillips, because last year Phillips had the same goddamn issues, and that's why you brought in Benny.
And you fire him, you're still paying them. They have a guaranteed contract, so it's not that easy. As Eric points out, they have brought in some new players today, some new defensive backs tomorrow. So let's hope, because now the NFL cuts have been made, and let's hope. Turn it around. We play Ottawa again in BC. We need to win.
Yeah, to me, this is almost a must-win game.
Yes.
Again, all credit to the Redblacks for staying in the game despite being down as much as they were. Because they easily could have given up in the fourth quarter, being down by 16 points.
Yes, but they didn't.
14 points, but they didn't. They stuck in it. They're able to pull it out, but God, that was a frustrating game.
Frustrating.
I haven't been that frustrated in a CFL game in many, many months.
I'm just pulling into Calgary at the end of the game, and I literally pulled something in my throat, screaming at my radio. I was.
It's not surprising. It's not the first time you've pulled your uvula.
Wow. Those awkward moments with Jake brings up family tradition. We broke Jake.
But moving on from the lone Friday game.
Yeah, we kind of took a long time there. Into
the triple header on Saturday, which I still don't like.
I don't either, only for the fact that I couldn't watch any of it because I was at work. I had it on, but I couldn't really watch much.
It's also a long day of football. I love football.
That's 10 hours, 10, 12 hours of football?
Well, 3 hours per game.
Yeah.
So 9 hours plus, I think, half hour in between each game. And if you're watching the pregame,
right. 10,
adds up
12
quickly.
Hours of football, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we had the early game, the Hamilton Tiger Cats, going in to face the Montreal Alouettes, and the Ticats put on a masterclass at picking apart a team to win by a score of 26-9.
I can't believe they only scored 26. And I'll tell you why it's hard for me to understand that. 419 yards in total passing or total offense for Hamilton, and they only scored how many?
26.
It's insane. They dominated this game top to bottom. I could go through every stat, but we won't because we don't have a lot of time. But yeah, it was the snoozer of that of the Saturday triple header.
100%.
Yeah,
It was the early game. It was the early game. It's still morning time, so you could take your coffee and relax, watch this one, wake up,
maybe
get
put
ready
some
for
Baileys in there and
getting ready for the Banjo Bowl, where the Riders hadn't won. Where the Riders hadn't won, I believe, in 7 years.
7 years. You're right. 2018. 7 years. They have not
7
won
years.
a Banjo Bowl.
And the Riders go into Winnipeg and claim that trophy after a long 7 years for Riders fans, winning by a score of 21-13.
Fun game to watch.
You say that, and I'll be.
It wasn't a masterclass in football, that's for sure.
I can say this: there have been multiple times where I've fallen asleep watching football. This was probably the most exciting game that I've fallen asleep to watch football during. It was still a boring game in the first half.
Yeah, it was. It was boring all the way through. But let's talk about the one play that everybody's talking about. Sped is, oh my God, the Riders player took out Claris again.
I have a clip here, dude. Let's see if we can share this.
Play the clip.
Bring that down so everyone can see everything. And here we go.
Big 30 ended up with a touchdown. Pressure coming in. Caleres, they got him. Ball's out. Riders have it. And Caleres is down. You could see it come.
Full contact. Can I call it a clean hit? Was there helmet to helmet? Yeah. Was it intentional? No. It wasn't cool that they were jumping around like banshees celebrating.
I don't think
someone's hurt.
I don't think someone's hurt that quickly.
Maybe not.
I mean, you just made a huge play, got the ball loose. You're going to celebrate that.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a football hit. Did he get him in the helmet to helmet? Yeah, he did. And they were penalized. Was it a dirty hit the way freaking the Smurf Mafia is going on and ad nauseum? Not at all. Look, he comes in, he has his shot, and he takes it. Did his helmet hit Caleres' helmet? Yeah. It wasn't intentional. It wasn't like he went headhunting.
So, yeah, this is the angle I was waiting for. If he was headhunting, his position here, he'd be forward like this.
Yes.
With the crown of his head pointed here.
We can't see your mouse there, Jake.
Oh, sorry. You can see it now.
Go. Yeah.
Yeah. So his body is up and down, and it's going to go where he's leaving his feet. So it's going to push forwards. He's not leaning forward with the crown of his head here, pointing towards the part of his helmet. So just keep that in mind.
He just hit him.
If this hit happens 6 years ago, that is a clean, that's football type of hit.
Yes. I mean, was it a penalty? According to the rules today, that's a penalty. And guess what? He was
100%.
penalized. But get off that freaking rant about, oh my God, I'm really fading. I don't like this this lighting. Sorry, folks. Let me try that. That's better.
We don't have producers.
Oh, no, that's bad. I don't know what's going on with my camera. Sorry, folks. How about that? We'll try that. That's still not good, is it?
Stop focusing on it.
It wasn't a dirty hit. Smurf Mafia, they want to put a hit out on that poor Rider player. It was just football, folks. Just football.
Yeah, I 100% agree. It's one of those plays that now that we know what we know about concussions and the long-term impact, you don't want to see in the game.
Yeah.
But that's football. That's going to happen.
Get over it. It's football. Stop whining.
But other than that, let's bring up the proper game here. The Bombers stuck in it pretty well for playing the last quarter and a half with Strevler, who, again, as I put in the write-up here, he's a great backup, but he's not Caleres.
Well,
I don't think he's a starting quarterback at all.
And I think even Caleres isn't Caleres anymore, to be blunt. the panel on TSN, I forget which one it was, but
Milt
they were like, he shouldn't play anymore. He should not put. No, you're talking. Look, we know too much about head injuries. If it is a concussion, we haven't heard yet, folks, if it's a concussion. But if it is a concussion,
it has been
at his age. No, step away, buddy.
It has been confirmed that it is. He is listed out with a head injury, so that is a concussion.
Then he's honestly, as much as I'm not a Winnipeg fan, but I think Winnipeg have had the best team in the league for the last few years. I just don't like their fans. Their fans are dumb. But anyway, I think Collaros was one of the best to play the game.
Yep.
Key word there was one of the best to play the games. His time has come. I mean, what is he going to do? And play another year? Get 2 more concussions? We know people with concussions. We know what it has done to them. We know there's medical evidence, the long-term effects of concussions. And if the league is that serious, it's going to be so hard for Collaros to step away by himself. But someone's got to step in and say, that's too many, buddy. It's time.
I think it's
time to hang him up. As sad as that is.
I think it's a lot harder, and I get where Milt Stiegel's coming from. Obviously, he's coming from a place of concern. I know he knows players who have gone through concussions and things like that.
Exactly.
And are now dealing with the after effects in retirement.
Yes.
I think it's poor. I don't know. I think it's improper to speculate when you don't know what's going on behind. It's not like this was a week after the fact and he's talked to people and's gotten sources. This literally was minutes after the game where Stiegel was talking about it like that.
Oh, it was during the game. He actually came on during the game and said,
was it during the game?
It was during the game, yeah. So, I mean, and that's coming from probably like a very competitive guy, like being Milt Stiegel. He's not doing it because he doesn't want to see Collaros play anymore. He's coming from the heart. He doesn't want to see Collaros ruin his life, and he wants his family to have their dad. That's where he's coming from.
Again, I get where it's coming from. It's the same thing as Sidney Crosby in my mind. His last concussion was in 2017, and everyone said, including me, well, maybe it's time for him to hang it up. Like, he's had a good career, and I want him to be able to remember playing the game.
Right?
He's still been gone on to be one of the most prolific players in the last 8 years.
But time to hang him up. That's my opinion. We'll leave it at that.
Fair. And then we have probably the most shocking results of this week. I called it early on in this game, and you told me to zip it and don't be wishing for it. But the Calgary Stampeders go into Edmonton for a lower bowl sellout, which is going to be probably the biggest crowd Edmonton's going to get these days.
I don't know if they keep winning.
Just with how big Commonwealth is, I think it's like getting a lower bowl sellout is still huge.
Yes.
But the Elks hold off the Stamps to win by a score of 31-19. And I put, what a turnaround. Because
you know what? They dominated. They didn't just beat them. And I mean, they actually dominated them. I'm telling you, Rod Peterson, I don't know if you're still listening, but he has a saying. What's the saying, Jake?
Death, taxes, and Cody Fajardo winning.
You can't keep this guy down. So many people have counted this kid out. So many people said he's done. And he moves to a team, and he's a backup, and he gets his opportunity to start, and he just lights it on fire. We can say what we want. Edmonton can make the playoffs.
100%.
Right?
I mean, they're tied with the Lions record-wise.
Right? It's insane.
Both of them are only one game behind the Bombers.
Yes.
Bombers are 6-6. Lions and Elks are 5-7.
Now
Bombers
think about
lose.
that. Think about those standings. If we beat Toronto and Ottawa, like we should have,
we're solidly in third place,
and we're fighting for second.
Yeah, because we'd be 7-5 behind 8-4 Stampeders. And again, there's still 7 weeks left in the league of play. Lots of time with how close things are. We've seen it before where it's been pretty much locked up at this point, or close to being locked up at this point. That's not the case this year.
No, except for pretty much the Riders. I mean, I would go as far to say, I mean, they haven't locked it up yet mathematically. I know, folks, but I think they've pretty much guaranteed themselves the playoff spot.
Yeah. They've just been playing that well. As long as they stay healthy.
It's sickening. It makes me ill. Trent, you know Trent. Trent freaking is speaking already. He's been silent all season. I've been waiting for it. And he started beaking this weekend. Now I'm dating one of them, Jake.
It's your own fault.
It is my own fault.
It's your own fault.
It's my own fault.
And you know what else is your own fault?
What?
Everyone's favorite segment of the week, Old Man Predicts.
It's time for the Old Man Predictions. How well did he do? Do-do-da. Do-dee-do.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the Old Man Predicts. How well did he do? Do-dee-da. Do-dee-do. And after
do-dee-do.
This super fun week that was in the CFL, the Old Man went 2 wins, 2 losses to bring his record to 30 wins, 24 losses.
What a crappy year this has been. Who would have thought?
But it's not just
that BC would win and Calgary would. I mean, BC would lose and Calgary would lose.
To be fair, it's been that type of week for everyone who's doing the predictions.
Yes.
There's only, I think there was one CFL writer that does the predictions for the French side, who's at super small amount of losses. Everyone else is up where you're at in the high teens to low 20s.
Craziness, I tell you. It's been a fun year in the CFL.
It has been, and we're going to jump into week 15, and we're back to what I would call a normal schedule for the CFL. This is a schedule I think they should run all year round.
Yes.
2 games Friday, 2 games Saturday, and we start with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers taking on the Hamilton Tiger Cats in Hamilton. And let me pull up the betting odds here because I haven't done that yet because I totally forgot.
Way to go. Well,
look,
while you do that, I will look at the games, the Blue Bombers and the Ticats. I am going to take Mr. Bo Levi. Shut the door on the Bombers.
So
you see what I did there? You see what I did there?
I saw what you did there.
Yeah, that was good.
Plus 8 points for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers going into this game.
What?
Off of the news that Colaro's missed practice today with a head injury.
Oh, I see. So Ticats are favored.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said the Bombers were favored by 8.
No, plus 8 to like points given to the Bombers.
Yeah.
Which is huge. And then the second game, the late game of that, starting at 7 p.m. Pacific, we have the Ottawa Redblacks taking on your BC Lions. And your Lions have a line set at minus 9.5 points, giving them a statistical probability of winning at 80%. If you're going to bet on this game with these odds right now,
take it.
Insane to not take the points and take Ottawa to win.
Oh,
10 points in the CFL, you're insane.
That's insane. That literally is insane. I'm shocked. I'm taking BC, of course.
Of course.
But fudge. When we talk about a must-win game, I know there's still lots of time left in this season, but man, this is a must-win game.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Air Corps, paper bags are coming out if you lose again to Ottawa. Yeah.
I agree.
You notice I'm not wearing a Lions jersey tonight? There's a reason for it.
And then we go into Saturday, where your Edmonton Elks, the Edmonton Elks, go into Toronto to take on the Argonauts.
This one could be the coin toss. Whatever it's called.
Coin toss.
Coin toss.
Should we make that into a hat for you?
I think
we put that on a hat, so that way when you have a coin toss game, you can grab the hat and throw it on.
Let's do it. Make it. Get it done. I wear it. You know what? I think the Elks are gonna keep it rolling.
Oh, that's bad for the Lions.
Arbuckle's still in for Toronto in this game. The other quarterback isn't playing, so I'll take the Elks on this one. What's the odds say?
The odds say that the odds are right now that the Toronto Argonauts will win. The Edmonton Elks get 4.5 points.
Ooh.
Giving the Argonauts a 63% probability of winning.
I think I need to make a bet on these round robin thingy-majoggers that I'm supposed to be doing.
And then we have the late game, the nightcap on Saturday, with the Montreal Alouettes taking on the Saskatchewan Roughriders in Saskatchewan. And I think this one is severely under given the spread based off of Friday's games.
Folks, go for dinner. Don't stay home to watch this game. It's going to be a freaking blowout.
The Riders are only minus 7.5%.
Wow.
7.5 points.
That's insane. When you're giving BC 9, right? Mind you, what's his name? Alexander is back for this game, I think, for Montreal.
Is he going to be back?
Yeah, I believe I heard that today. Even given that, the Riders are going to freaking steamroll them. 14 points minimum on this one.
So the old man has put his predictions in, meaning he predicts that the Hamilton Tiger Cats, BC Lions, the Edmonton Elks, and the Saskatchewan Roughriders will win, which I believe, let me just double check this.
Can you believe, Jake, it's week 15, and I have picked the Riders to win every game that they've played? I have. What is going on with the world? When Mr. Anti-Rider.
The problem is the problem is they're a really good team. And unfortunately,
really good team.
Unfortunately, we like really good football.
Yes, and it's fun to watch.
It's fun to watch, which means you're going to make the decisions easy when it's that simple. It's going to be, pick that team. Easy.
Yeah, I'm going to pick that team. It's easy.
The early game on Saturday, can we have a draw? I honestly, and I mean this at the bottom of my heart, the best thing for the BC Lions is that early game Saturday, the Elks and Argonauts, is for them to go into overtime and then finish in a tie.
They each get 1 point.
Because the Argonauts are the team we're chasing in the crossover.
Exactly.
The Elks are on our butt. So we need it. Can the football gods look down on us nicely? It would be nice.
It'd be nice. It'd be very, very nice.
Do you have anything else you want to go over before we wrap this XL edition of the show?
This is a double XL. Holy, yeah. We went on a rant about the freaking Lions. Okay? Get over it, folks. That's what we do. We're irrational.
Well, and I also ranted and raved about how we should move the CFL season, and you took...
Well, that was just stupid, but carry on.
But if you like that type of...
My rant was not ridiculous.
My rant was not ridiculous at all. To be fair, I had two rants in this show. I had the one about the moving the season to February. Yeah. Then I had the replay center gaffe.
Yes. You had two. One was reasonable. One was IQ deficient.
If you enjoy this type of content, please share it with your friends and family. Like us on all the social media platforms. We are really trying to get what I'm going to call the fans' voice at the Grey Cup.
Yes.
We want to be the fans' perspective, give you guys the experiences that we all wish we could do as fans. And for us to be able to do that and have your support while we do it means the world to us. So,
and folks, if we make this happen, you'll see Jake cry on the air.
I don't know about cry on the air.
You'll get emotional on the air.
I'll get emotional. I don't think cry. You'll be the one bawling. We'll be there the first day in Media Row, and you'll just be like crying the whole time, and I'll have to carry the show, put on the backpack weight of old man, which, as you guys know, is a lot of weight. But, but everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. If you do want to see us do that, the best way to support the show, other than liking, subscribing, leaving a comment on YouTube or any of the platforms that you're watching this on, share it with people. Talk about it with people. Get some social media interactions going. I'm going to try to be better when I can at being active during the football games and some hockey games, at posting to create conversation and interacting with everyone. We'll be live here next week. What day and time, I don't know. We're going to have to figure that out. But until next week, have yourselves a wonderful time. Watch some CFL. Enjoy the beautiful game that is the CFL. Get ready for NHL training camps to open. And mwah,